Hey, sports fans, huddle up. It's time for the DQ Pigskin Report. A weekly football show with the head coaches at Danville, Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. The Center College head coach. Plus an update from the UK football coach. The Pigskin Report. Brought to you by DQ. Happy tastes good. State Farm Insurance. Here to help life go right. Whitaker Bank. Uniquely Kentucky. CC Auto Parts and Service. An Auto Value Certified Service Center. Essity, a global leading hygiene and health company. Now, with the DQ Pigskin Report, here are your hosts, Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis.
Good evening from the Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. Joe, local sheriff, local police, Kentucky State Troopers get a 100% discount at the Harrodsburg DQ.
Sounds like a great deal to me.
Military discounts, 50% off.
Also a great deal.
And a great deal for everybody else because 75% off confetti dipped cones, any size.
Any size.
75% off peach cobbler blizzards, any size.
Any size.
75% off Under the Rainbow Shakes, any size.
I don't know what an Under the Rainbow Shake is. I don't know what that. I'll have to ask them.
I guess it's
What is
maybe the
that?
colors underneath the ice cream. Maybe.
What is Under the Rainbow Shake mean? I don't know. Maybe it's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry milkshake on. Maybe it's like a Neapolitan, like you get all three colors or something. I don't know.
I don't
ask
either.
them.
Yeah. And seniors 55 and over get 10% off their purchases all day, every day, exclusive sales and promotion items.
Yep.
That's still a good deal, though.
Awesome deal.
And it wasn't too good a deal for us. We went 3-3 this week.
Had worse weekends. Had a better weekend last week.
Yeah.
Last week was our best week, I think, of the year.
Of course, we had a lot of people out by, too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, anyway, well, Joe, you ready to get started? Let's talk about UK and Stoops Troops laid another egg last Saturday, Coach.
I'm going to see a lot of the same mistakes that we made in another loss, earlier this year. And I tried to head it off as best I could. Obviously didn't get it done. About our team controlling our emotions and executing. And, you don't win games by, being all psyched up or being irrational. It comes down to disciplined execution. I tried like hell to beat that into our heads and to play winning football in all areas. And when you continuously hurt yourself with penalties, turnovers, missed assignments, not making plays, I'm obviously not getting through to them. So I understand, what winning football looks like, and I know what it doesn't look like. And we certainly didn't do that. Very disappointed in myself and our staff for not getting this team ready. And I have to do a better job. I could promise you it wasn't for a lack of effort. I need to challenge them some more. I need to call upon some leaders on the team and hopefully get some help in some different areas and have some guys step up. Because we could play winning football. I've told you many times, you guys have seen it, we have to play very good. We have to play complementary football. We have to do things right to win games no matter who you're playing. I think you see that across this league. Very clearly, that wasn't winning football with the penalties and the turnovers and missed assignments and basic stuff that, again, it's going to go back to a loss that we had earlier in the year. It's going to look very similar in a lot of ways. So obviously that's not very good on my part to let that happen again. Again, I can promise you I tried like heck not to let that happen.
Challenge them. How about disciplining them? How about making them sit out for a series or something when they're making stupid mistakes?
Yeah, costly penalties.
Unforced, yeah.
Costly penalties, personal foul penalties. Obviously the inability to even handle snaps. You even get the snap to the holder to be able to kick an extra point or to kick a field goal. And I wondered if UK were to score on that last drive. It was 20-13. Had they not just gone for two, because they'd already missed an extra point, but already missed a field goal attempt and an extra point attempt because they couldn't even get the snap to the holder. So I thought if they score, why would you even risk it? Just go for two, because at least you have an excuse to do that. But Stoops taking the blame for the loss reminds me a lot. I think coaches, Now, good coaches at least are going to do that. They're going to throw the players under the bus, right? So even if Stoops isn't at fault, which I think he is because he's the head coach, he's going to take some of the blame.
Well, he said that. He said that I didn't get him ready. How do you not get him ready for a game?
And maybe it could just be coach talk. Maybe he did a great job getting them ready, and the guys just didn't execute. But he's not going to throw him under the bus. So he's going to blame himself.
Maybe he needs to wake him up sometime.
But he also could not have gotten him ready. He could be, I don't know.
I was reading comments, and they said Dane Key cost him 16 points in the first half by stupid penalties.
Yeah, there were some inexcusable penalties. Exactly right. We'll step aside. We'll come back. I'm going to, during the commercial break,
what are you going to do?
Go ask what is it, under the rainbow or over the rainbow?
Under the rainbow.
Under the rainbow. I'm going to go ask him what that means. My best bet is that it's a Neapolitan milkshake. That's what I'm going to guess. I have no idea if that's right, but that's what I'm going to guess. So we're going to find out and let you know coming back after this commercial break. We're also going to talk with Center College head football coach Andy Fry and Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield.
Thank you. It's
all coming up next in the Dairy Queen Pigskin Report, live from the Dairy Queen in Harrodsburg on 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and HometownLive.net.
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here. Great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrodsburg, David Hopewell and Randy Couch.
Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
This Saturday,
you guys ready to roll?
The Cats are heading down south to the swamp, looking to snag a few reptiles and come back with some fresh luggage and boots.
The streak is over!
Florida Gators and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame shows
here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
And you are getting it live from the Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. And you want some more savings? I'll give them to you. Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg campus. You get 20% discount for all students and staff with light ID. Excludes the sale items and promotions. You want a twin pack of sausage biscuits? They're only $2.99. They're on sale. You can get grilled cheese sandwich all day long. And DQ in Harrodsburg serves lunch items through breakfast hours. Just have to wait for them to cook it. So there you go. Just a few more great deals at your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. Now, talking about good deals. There's Center Coach Fry, and the winning just keeps on happening at Center as you beat Millsaps 24-20.
Well, I like how you paraphrase that, but, I don't look at it as the winning keeps happening. I use the metaphor, it was a tale of two cities. In the first half, I felt like we were in total control of the game. And up until about the middle of the third, we were driving, which would have put the game way ahead at 31-0, and they got a pick, but it was a strange pick. Our kid caught it, and he put it on the back of his head as he's running, and the guy that was in man coverage took the ball off his and then ran it all the way down to the 5.
Oh.
It's really a strange thing. I mean, it was, and we never rebounded from that. I felt like people don't realize you can still lose a football game even if you only give up 159 yards of total offense. I mean, we had 6 sacks, rushed for 60, probably threw for 90. We controlled their offense, but there were probably 3 plays, and those 3 plays can certainly make a difference. So you can you can always lose, even though you outgain them 2-1, and your time elements 2-1, and it was a little frustrating. I felt like coming off the Trinity game, we played a clean football game, and then I felt like the fourth quarter, we didn't play clean. Made mistakes. You jump off sides. You line up wrong for a minute. But in the end, I thought then we took control at the end, and we were able to run off the clock and we got a run game going. I was pleased about that. I think Will McDaniel had 90-some yards, and I was thrilled to see us be able to run the football. That was a selling point for us, and I'm going to certainly capitalize on that. So I think our offensive line's just getting better and better. They're very good in protection, but we got to get better in the run game. Part of the resiliency of a good football team, and I hope we can be a great football team, not just good. You're going to have games like this where you got to play with poise, and you've got to play with the mindset of focus and execution. And I think we did that at the end, and that's a good thing. So.
You've got a very familiar foe who always seems to play you tough. You got Hendricks coming in. Tell us what you know about them.
Buck Buchanan, the head coach, I've known well, and he's a really good football coach. They're a Hendricks. They're going to play hard. He's got a quarterback that I think can extend plays. I think defensively they're sound. Now, are they the best defense we played? I don't think they're the best defense we played, but they're sound. So they're going to give you trouble. I mean, they're going to make plays. They've only lost really one game poorly. They played Barry, and I think that they probably like to have that game back. But they lost a close one to Rhodes. They've been able to at least compete in a point where for us we've got to play well. They're not a bad football team. They'll give you everything they got. So it's kind of how you got to. They lost barely to Rhodes College. I think they won one of their other games they had to win from behind, so they're formidable. Trust me, we got to play well. We can't play like we did the fourth quarter, that's for sure. We'll get beat.
Keys to a center victory over Hendricks on Saturday.
Like always, I feel like you got to win the special teams. You got to do the things well, execute the special teams so that we're in good field position, always in good field position. That's the other thing too in this game at Millsaps. I didn't feel like we were behind a lot of times, and then we kept them behind Millsaps. That was one thing, but they made mistakes. And I think if we can control special teams and exploit it, and then just like anything, execution, turnovers, big plays, but they'll play hard. But this could be a tough game for us. Leaving that fourth quarter, I didn't feel like, Rick, we were playing the way we should play like we did the first half. You'd rather had it turned around, played poorly in the beginning and played well at the end.
That's Center College head football coach Andy Fry. And you said the winning keeps on happening.
Yeah.
He liked the way you phrased that.
Keep on, yeah.
We go from Center College to Garrett County, where the winning also keeps on happening. To Garrett County, winners of 4 consecutive games. And let's talk with Coach Spencer Crutchfield. Coach, you had a bye week last week. How did you spend your Friday night?
Friday night, I hung out with the family, stayed at the house, watching Big Blue Madness. We luckily, with the technology we have now, we're able to get all the videos and the film from the week before. So, we kind of had our game plan going into this week and kind of just hung out with the family and spent time with them.
I think your entire district was on bye, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, so even if you wanted to go watch a district game, you had no game to watch on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, and you gear up now for Marion County this Friday, Coach. Your Golden Lions, winners of 4 straight, 5 of your last 6. You are 5-2 through your first 7 games. The offense has been rolling for you all with 5 touchdowns in 4 straight games, including a 49-0 win over Casey County a couple of weeks ago. How do you keep the good times rolling offensively for your Golden Lions?
Well, I think last week was important for us just to make sure we're getting back to our fundamentals, making sure that we're executing, at a high clip and make sure that we understand what we're doing and just make sure we're getting back to, up front, pad level, making sure we understand assignments, and then ball security offensively and making sure we're getting our blocks on the edges for our other guys. And it was a huge week for us, defensively as well, just get back to fundamentals of tackling and make sure we're getting some guys healed up that have been beaten, banged up over the course of the year and just try to get our feet back under us, but also just work on us fundamentally.
Did you all keep the practice schedule about the same? You all's fall break was last week, too, at school, correct?
Yes, yeah. Well, we practiced in the morning. I gave them off Monday. We had a JV game Monday, but we gave the varsity off Monday, and then practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the morning, and, got after it for 3 days, then gave them off Friday as well.
We talked a little bit about this Marion County team last week. Didn't dive too far in depth with them, but when you look at their offense, you know what they're going to do, and that's run the ball. This may be the heaviest run offense team you play all year long, Coach. They have 3 guys that they've handed the ball off to, basically split 33% between each of them that they really trust in the backfield. So what do you expect to see out of this Marion County offense? How do they run the ball, and then what type of formations do they run out of?
Well, they mainly, their main formation is the bone. They'll get in some split bone and get in some power eye, and they're going to run the ball at you. They don't do a whole lot. They run a lot of power, some ISO, guts, blast, some misdirection off of those, and it's no secret. They're kind of like us. They're going to run the football at you, and if you're not physical enough to stop the run, if you're not ready to match their physicality, it can be a long night for you.
Defensively with Marion County, we expect to see out of their defense.
They're super aggressive up front. They base mainly out of a 5 front, but against us, I can see them getting even to a 6-man front, maybe even a 7-1 look. They try to cause penetration, get in the gaps, and get upfield, and cause a lot of negative plays. So we have our hands full. We got to make sure that we're communicating our assignments across the board up front.
You have a team that you expect to stuff that many guys in the box. You all have had games this year where you've been able to kind of catch the defense with passes over the top. That West Jessamine game 3 weeks ago, you had one passing attempt that went for 49 yards and a touchdown. So what do you say to your quarterback, Justin Parsons, about a team like this, that they're bent on stopping the run, and what kind of game you'll have to see from your quarterback if they do indeed throw 7 or 8 guys in the box like that?
Well, we got to be prepared for that every week as much as we run the football, and we just got to be ready to scheme what they're doing and give what they take us. If they're going to make us throw the football 12, 10 times a game, then we're just going to take advantage of that opportunity and execute when we do call those plays. We're still going to try to run the football and try to establish what we do. But Justin's been through the battles. He's battle tested as well as our other guys. So when his number's called, he's ready to make the play.
I know it's 1 week at a time, and this week's game is Marion County, but you're looking at the potential for, if you get the win this week against Mercer County in 2 weeks, and what would be a big matchup for that number 1 seed in the district. Of course, Mercer has to take care of business against Casey County as well this weekend. So I'm sure you're kind of telling the guys, look, focus 1 week at a time. Marion County's up first, and this is a pretty good Marion County team.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely not looking ahead or past Marion County. They're a really solid football team. They're really physical, like I said. We know we're going to have our hands full, and we got to worry about each week going 1-0 because that's what it's about. And we're not looking forward because if you start doing that, then you're going to lose games that you thought you should have won. And we got to make sure that we're worried about us and make sure we're trying to get better day in and day out.
Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield. Coach, Golden Lions looking for 5 in a row this Friday. What do your Golden Lions need to do right?
We got to make sure, like I said, just got to match the physicality. We got to win the physicality battle up front. We got to make sure that we're able to execute at a high clip on offense and defense and make sure we're communicating and just don't beat ourselves, take care of the football.
Golden Lions back home this Friday, taking on the Marion County Knights in a big district game. It's a game we'll have 7:30 on hometownlive.net Friday night. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice, and we'll talk to you again a week from today, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jeff.
Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield, again, Garrett County and Marion County, Friday night on hometownlive.net.
Good tick.
Yes, we are live from the Dairy Queen in Harrodsburg, and I did find out what an under-the-rainbow milkshake is, and it is not anything that we thought it was. A lady told me it was vanilla ice cream, and they mix in the strawberry sundae puree that we put on a strawberry sundae, and they also mix in like the strawberry kiwi slushy juice that you put in like a strawberry kiwi slushy, and you mix it together, and they put like sprinkles in it too, and it turns it pink. Rebecca said sprinkles, but that's not. It's not like a sprinkle milkshake. It's the flavors that make it a thing, and so like it's a super strawberry type milkshake, I guess. So that's what the under the rainbow milkshake is. Gives it a pink color, they said. So it's a pink milkshake.
Pinky.
All right, we'll step aside, come back. Mercer County head coach Craig Yeast, Danville head coach Frank Parks around the corner here at the Dairy Queen in Harrodsburg for the Pigskin Report on 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and hometownlive.net.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here. Great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrodsburg, David Hopewell and Randy Couch. And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
We are here. Let's see. What have we got new? Kids come on in to Halloween receive a treat and a coupon. So make sure you come by here for a Halloween. Celebrate special occasions with a DQ Blizzard. Cake Oreos, Reese's, Chocolate Brownie Extreme. You're going to find extreme stuff every month. It all changes up right here at your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. All right, so let's go ahead and check in with Mercer County. Coach Yeast, a good time for you and your team to take a break?
Yeah, it was a really good time. We played 7 games and then get a chance to have fall break and a bye week at the same time, which worked out pretty good for us this year. So it was a really good time, opportunity for everybody to recharge, reset, get refocused, and go out here and try to be 2-0 in the district now.
Did you feel Friday night like you should be out doing something?
Yes and no. So basically, I just relaxed.
There's something to be said for that. I think more of us just need to just relax.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with relaxing. Relaxing is good.
As long as they don't relax on the field.
Yeah, well, you can't relax on the field. You relax on the field, you get beat, you get hurt. Yeah, so you got to go full speed all the time. That's the thing about football. Don't cheat it. It won't cheat you.
Coach, you're 3-4, but throw that record out because you're 1-0 in district, and that's all that matters this time of year.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of district play now, and district play is the most important time of the year for us because district play, first of all, we can win the district championship. If we can win our district, that's number one, and then that gives us an advantage in the playoff that we definitely want here at Mercer County.
You've got Casey County coming in. They're 0-7. They've only scored 14 points in 7 games. How do you keep your team focused, Coach, and not, it's human nature to kind of look at stats and just like, oh, my gosh, we walk on this field and we should win this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're not good enough to walk out there on the field and just beat anybody. So I don't care about their record. I don't care how many points they've scored, how many games they've won or lost. What's important to me is that we prepare ourselves well all week and that we go out and play as hard as we possibly can on Friday night and then come out of that 1-0. And that's the number one thing. It's about us. It's not about our opponents. I think we've learned that as we've gone through the year. If we can just focus on us and do the things that we're capable of doing and doing the things and then go out and execute it, then we'll give ourselves a chance to win every time.
Now, you had 3 guys out. I think you got one back the last game. Any chance of another one coming back for Friday night?
It's kind of one of those. We got to see how the week goes, see how they move around, see if they can cut, see what kind of shape they're in to decide. With our athletic trainer, Catherine Young, which we call Kat, we'll make a decision on if they can go or if they cannot.
All right, you got Casey County. What does the film say about their offense?
They kind of do a lot of different things. They're going to try to run the ball. That's what they do the most. They're going to try to line up and run the football and try to score points. Their quarterback is not a bad player. They're a decent size up front. Again, I don't care about the record. I don't care about how many points they've scored. They got some pretty decent players over there, and we got to be ready to play.
What do they like to do on defense?
Defensively, they've lined up in a 3-down and a 4-down. They're going to bring a little bit of pressure and trying to get home. But for the most part, they're going to line up and try to be gap sound, bring a little pressure, and try to get us off the field as many times on 3rd down as possible.
Special teams, you may have an edge there.
Well, I never know if we have an edge or not. I think they're decent in special teams. Their kicker kicks the ball fairly well. They cover it fairly well. I don't know if they're great in the return game, but they do cover well. So we got to be down and ready. We got to be prepared for anything, especially in the kicking game. When you're playing a team that hasn't won a game and anything is on the table for them, so we have to be ready and prepared for anything and everything.
Last question, Coach. What's it going to take for Mercer County to come away with another district win to go 2-0 against Casey County Friday night?
Hey, we got to focus on Mercer County football and playing the way we're capable of doing. Win the turnover battle, play harder than them, tackle well on defense, score more points. Good, Rick. I appreciate you. Go Titans.
Coach speak, here's Casey County is just not very good. 14 points in 7 games, all they scored. And they don't want to disrespect each other either. Yeah. I understand that, but Mercer should not, unless they just flat overlook Casey. They should not have a problem.
I think this time next week we'll be talking about the biggest game in the area is going to be Mercer and Garrett. For
yeah, that's going to be for the number one. Yep, number seed. Yep.
Yeah, winner will get the 1 seed. Garrett will, the winner will get the 1 seed. The loser will get the 2 seed.
Yeah.
If Garrett beats Marion County and if Mercer beats Casey County. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think this point next week we're going to be talking about that. From Mercer County to Danville, where Danville coach Frank Parks joins us. And Coach Parks, Leslie County beat you 36-3. Where there were times where your defense played well, including the interception.
Well, we played good in spurts. The biggest issue was we didn't make that play when it was needed. Like first 2 drives, we had them in 3rd and long situations and misplayed the ball a couple of times, which could have led them into punting situations. So we played well in spurts, but when that play was needed to be made, we misjudged the ball a couple of times and wasn't able to get off the field on 3rd down.
There's some times in the game, Coach, you all were able to move the ball. You hit a field goal there in the 3rd quarter. Caleb Wilcher did, and had one earlier in the game that you had said earlier this morning you thought may have been good had it been played on the high school field where the goalposts are a little bit wider for kickers. And then you recover the ensuing onside kick after Caleb makes that field goal. So a couple of bright spots offensively for you all, again, moving the ball and then recovering that onside kick late in the game.
Yeah, we moved the ball early. We finally got in a little flow. Then we had a couple mishaps, a couple bad snaps, a couple times. Then we had a big gain, and it kind of got called back with a questionable holding call. But those things happened. That was the same drive. We missed that field goal. We got there. We moved the ball at times where we just didn't finish off drives with touchdowns for a multitude of reasons, and that hurts when you have to play a team who can put up some points. You got to be able to finish off those drives and not make those costly mistakes when you are making those type of drives and gains offensively.
You got the Somerset Briar Jumpers coming in here now, Coach, a team that last year made a good run to the state quarterfinals. Been kind of an up-and-down year for them this year. They actually won back-to-back games to begin the year, lost 3 straight, and there have been some games where the offense has been kind of hit and miss, but since then they've won 2 straight again. Looks like their offense is kind of getting their feet back underneath them, put 42 up in a win on Friday over Breathitt County, or I guess 2 Fridays ago over Breathitt County. They're on the bye week last week. Let's talk about this Somerset offense, Coach. This is a pretty run-heavy offense, isn't it?
Yeah, early in the year, looked like they was trying to throw a little bit, and then as they moved on later into the season, they decided to be more of a running team. So they will run that ball, and they do a pretty good job with those big guys up front.
Yeah, they return their quarterback, Josh Bruner, who threw for 17 touchdowns last year. He's back, and their second leading rusher from last year is their starting running back this year, Chris Hughes, who was the little brother of last year's leading rusher, Cam Hughes. So they've got a Bruner back. They've got a Hughes back. It seems like they do every year there at Somerset, and they like to run the ball with Chris Hughes, 838 yards, 9 touchdowns this year, Coach. What type of formations are they running out of?
Well, you'll see some spread formations, but, they want to run the ball. You'll see some trips, or you'll see some 2-by-2 formations, and they will use a tight end. So they'll use several different formations when it comes to that, but they will get a little bit more in a spread look to run the ball.
Defensively, Coach, this is a Somerset team that has forced 7 turnovers, 5 interceptions from 5 different players. They've also taken 2 of them back for touchdowns as well. What do you see out of this Somerset defense, which has surrendered 5 touchdowns in 2 different games, but has also given up single digits or less in 3 other games? So been kind of tough to get a read on their defense. What do you expect to see out of the defense?
Well, up front, they get after it. They play with some aggression up front. They physical, and like you said, it's kind of depending on the day. Sometimes they hold people to not a lot of points, and at other times they have given up some points. So just got to be able to take advantage of those opportunities when they come about. So we're trying to do some things to take advantage of some of the spots where we're strong at, and we may think they show a little weakness.
Somerset and Danville have been longtime district rivals, but if you look at the KHSAA redistricting for next year, Danville will go to District 4. Somerset, I believe, will go to District 7. So there will not be a Danville-Somerset district rivalry game. So this could be the last time in who knows how many years in the next redistricting. Who knows what the KHSAA will do, but the last time that Danville and Somerset play in football for at least a handful of years. What do the Admirals need to do right on Friday, Coach, to get a win over the Briar Jumpers?
Well, most importantly, we have to get out the field on third downs, or when we have those opportunities to put them in long situations. We got to make those plays when needed. And offensively, kind of similar. We got to capitalize once we do get that momentum and start to drive the ball. We got to capitalize and put some points up on the board. We moved the ball a little bit better this past week, but we didn't finish the drives off with points. So we got to get that ball in the end zone offensively.
2 points here, Joe. Number one, Danville finally scored after 4 straight games. They got a field goal.
19 quarters in a row they had not scored, and then got the field goal. Probably would have had one earlier in the game. We mentioned how they've been playing on the high school field in the wider goalpost.
And I'm wondering how people, if they realize, Somerset is being coached by Clay Clevenger coming back to Danville to coach against his own team. This had to have been marked on the calendar.
Of course, they played. He was at Somerset last year, and they played at Somerset last year. So this will be his first time back in Danville.
Yeah.
Probably a different feel, just simply because it's not an Admiral Stadium.
Yeah, it's not Admiral Stadium,
it's a College's stadium. But yeah, so this will be his first trip. Back to Danville with the Briar Jumpers in tow behind him.
That's going to be interesting to see how this goes, and how he is welcomed. And I think he should be welcomed very heavily in favor, because it was not his choice to leave.
Yeah.
He got forced out.
Yeah.
So there you go. They're not going to force you to eat, but you're sure going to want to. It's back. Parmesan garlic chicken strip basket, honey barbecue chicken basket. They've got the backyard bacon ranch stack burger. You can choose from a single, double, or triple. Good stuff here at the Harrodsburg DQ. And they got the pecan mudslide caramel, hot fudge pecan, and DQ soft serve. We'll be back with Lincoln County head coach Rogers and Boyle County coach Haddix after we take this time out. You are getting it on WHBN 99.5, 103.9 FM WHIR, and we're streaming it live on hometownlive.net.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at
888-734-3316 and let me show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is up to $85. At Big Deals online store, get the Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
At CC Auto Parts and Service, we take pride in meeting the needs of our customers. The agricultural folks in Mercer County will be in full swing, preparing their crops for harvest. Michelle Kokenair brings expertise and many years' experience in the farm machinery parts business. Stop by today or call 734-9515, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service, service is the difference. We get it.
Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
This Saturday,
You guys ready to roll?
the Cats are heading down south to the swamp, looking to snag a few reptiles and come back with some fresh luggage and boots.
The streak is over!
Florida Gators and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5:30 with kickoff at 7:45.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
DQ of Harrodsburg, the place to go when you're looking for lunch or dinner, breakfast obviously as well. But we're here during dinner time, and Super Dave is here, and Rebecca and Jack and Rayleigh are all here as well, and come in and get a great meal and a super deal on the Peach Cobbler Blizzard, 75% off any size. We talked about it last week. Super Dave got a large, and it was $1.83. And someone heard that and said, Joe, did I hear you right that you said it was $1.83 for a large? And he said, what is it about that? I said, I don't know. They're just having a deal on the Peach Cobbler Blizzard. Now, this week, Super Dave got the peanut butter parfait, peanut buster parfait or something like that. So we did not go Peach Cobbler Blizzard this time around. But you can, any size, 75% off. Oh, they're out of Peach Cobbler Blizzard? Well, I can understand why they're 75% off.
So much of it. Yeah.
Everybody in town came and got one. Let's go to Lincoln County, talk with head coach Levi Rogers. And, Coach, you had a bye week. What did you do on Friday night?
I watched a little bit of the Bull Russell game of what part of a game that it was early on. So we got to watch some of that, see some of those guys in person. And, Bull County's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they are, and now you get a chance and your shot at the Rebels, and this is, as you mentioned, a Boyle County team that we know has done a lot of great things, 27 wins in a row, and a lot of offensive weapons, so we'll start off there offensively. Maybe the Mr. Football candidate with Montaven Quisenberry there. That's a good place to start with Tavy Quisenberry. How do you slow down the Boyle County offense and Tavy Quisenberry?
They're really difficult, on offense. They got speed all over the place. They've brought in kids from a few different places that are, as fast as anybody's got. So it all starts with Tavy. He's kind of the way, the thing that makes it go over there. So you got to be disciplined, you got to be sound, and, you got to get multiple people to each tackle, because really it takes more than one guy to bring all their guys down. So we got to have a lot of people to the football.
Yeah, one of their maybe unsung heroes is their quarterback, Baylor Murphy, who with all the talent around him, kind of gets lost in the shuffle. He had a perfect game on Friday. Went 12 for 12, almost 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's hitting it nearly, I guess he's over an 80% clip now on his passes, 20 touchdowns, no interceptions. Tell us, evaluating his play, how good you think their quarterback is.
Yeah, he's done really well for him. He gets the ball out to those athletes in space, and they make plays happen for him. He does a good job getting the ball where it needs to go. And like I said, they got speed all over the field. They got height. They got, everything you could imagine. So it's really just get the ball to your playmakers' hands and let those guys do it for you.
Defensively, what do you expect to see out of the Rebel defense?
They're the same way. It's fast. It's aggressive. They'll go some 4 down. They'll go some 3 down, up front. Got some big guys in there, the McClure kid and then the Yoakum kid now that's really coming on for them there, that kind of that nose guard, that 2 technique position, So got some size up front, got a lot of speed. The driver kid kind of mans it, in the middle. I think he started for 2 or 3 years now, really good football player. And then, of course, there's just athletes all over the place. You got Tavy and Mari back there on the back half as well. So really good football team all the way around.
How are you all, Coach, going about this week of preparation? And I'm sure maybe a little bit of excitement in Lincoln County's side, too, to go and see how you line up against maybe the state's best team. And how are the guys excited for this week's practice and the game on Friday?
Yeah. It's a good measuring stick for us, to see where we're at in our program. They're the top team in the state. There's no doubt about that. So, it's what you love in football. You get to go against the best, take a shot at the best. And that's what we're going to do. We had a good week of practice last week. We plan on having a good week this week, and we'll show up ready to go on Friday.
You got 3 games left. 2 of them are district games, and you end with that non-district game against Mercer County. Coach Levi Rogers, what do you want to see out of your Lincoln County Patriots the final 3 weeks of the season, a season that you all started off 4-0. You've lost 3 straight, but 2 of those have been close ones, heartbreakers. You played some close games already this year. We talked about that last week. What do you want to see out of your Patriots the final 3 games of the season?
I just want to see us, continue to get better. That's the thing about it. Most of my team, we got a few seniors that play, and then a lot of them are guys that'll be back next year. So we just got to continue to work, to get better. And that Taylor County game next week, Bull this week, and Taylor County next week will kind of decide whether we get to make it into the playoffs or not. So still a lot to play for us. We're still going to continue to work, continue to grind. And like I said, I just want to see us continue to keep getting better every single week.
Coach Levi Rogers, Coach, last question. What's the keys to a victory Friday night against the Boyle County Rebels?
We got to be sound. We got to be disciplined, get multiple heads of the football, make tackles. These guys are really hard to tackle in space, so we got to get multiple guys to the ball. We got to be clean in the turnover penalty department. And then, with the team as good as they are, we're going to have a few bounces, go our way.
Lincoln County head football coach Levi Rogers. Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck with practice this week, and we'll talk to you again next Monday, okay?
All righty, thank you.
All right, Joe, before we go to Coach Haddix, I want to remind everybody, do not go anywhere. After we're done right here, we are going over to Farmers National Bank, and we are going to have the FFA radio auction coming up. You're going to get some bargains and help out a lot of young people. So make sure you keep it right here on WHBN AM and FM. And if those of you listening on WHIR, hey, you might get a bargain too. So be listening for the FFA auction coming up right after we get finished up here. All right, Bull Coach Haddix, another big district win over Russell County, 55-6.
Proud of our group, the way they come out and played. I think we started off strong and got going. Defense played well. Offense played well. Good district win.
And it's good to have Bubby McPherson out.
Yes, it was good to have him there. He had a run and a catch, so see him out there playing, looked strong. And, obviously after the injury of mentally getting through all that.
The only thing that didn't work for you, you went for 2 points twice and didn't make it either time.
Yeah, and we felt like both of them should have worked, and they didn't. But, that's the way it goes.
Come out okay after the game health-wise?
Yes, everybody's healthy and ready to go.
The good news is at least you got to play a lot of players. They got a lot of playing time. You can practice all you want to, Coach, but it's a complete different scenario once you step on the field on Friday night and under those lights.
Yeah, seeing them under the lights Friday night, I said some guys look good in practice, and then they get underneath them lights and they can't play. They're just not ready for it to do that. So it's always good to see them underneath the lights.
And you got another district game. You got to go to Lincoln County. They're improved a little this year. What does the tape tell you about their offense? What they like to do?
To run the ball, they got a good running back. They want to hand the ball to him quite a bit, and they will do some play actions and some things like that. But we've got to do a good job stopping the run. It's a neighbor school, 15 minutes down the road, so not going to be a long trip. We got to get there and get ready to go and get after it early.
They got a pretty big line offensively and defensively?
Yeah, they do. They've got some big boys up front on both sides, and we got to do a good job getting hat on a hat, letting our on offense, letting our guys go, and then we got to get off blocks and get to the football.
What about on defense? What are you liable to see from them? What are they going to try to do?
Well, they've shown some odd man fronts on odd front. They've shown a heavy box of 5-2. They've shown some 4-man front. So they've shown a few different things. We'll just have to get there and adjust as we get there throughout the game.
Now, I got to ask you about one play. Tavy came around to the left. There was a little pass, and then he turned around and came all the way across the other side of the field. Because we were talking about that in the press box. Was that a called play, or is that just something instinct that he had?
Well, it could design a new play that we set it all up all over here, and we're going to just throw it to the left, and then we keep the line there, and he cuts it all the way against the grain. We could design that new play. But, no, that was it was actually a fake screen pass. So we were going to fake the screen to him, and Austin Bodner was going to be a deep ball, which we caught it against Lexington Catholic when Linden caught it. So it was that play. But the quarterback did a good job of, hey, if they stay deep, we're just going to throw it out there and let Tavy go make something happen with it. And boy, did he make something happen. It did look like a drawn-up play, though, but no, that was not by design right off.
One thing that I have noticed, a lot of people have, Coach, you have new wrinkles that you put in every game. It's not the same. You give so many people so much heartburn trying to figure out, watching so much tape on things you could do and they haven't seen yet.
Yes, we have to credit staff on that, our offensive staff and our whole staff really. We're always looking for things to do better and how we can get better and look at new things on offense. And I think it keeps everybody energized. It keeps our players energized because, hey, what's going to be the thing this week? What's going to be the new thing we're running this week? Or, hey, how are we going to build off what we did before? And it creates us, and we find things throughout that in practice. We'll look and, hey, we really like this, we really like that. And, if you noticed our line, we can shift those guys a lot. It makes it, they're lining up one place, then we shift them to another, and that makes things people have to prepare for.
That makes it hard on the defense to adjust to what you are. And like you say, you did do that the last game, too. You're moving your offensive guys around a little bit, and it makes it harder. So shame on you for making it harder on the other teams.
Yeah, that's our job.
Coach, a final question. What's it going to take for Boyle County to come back with a victory over Lincoln County? In Death Valley, that's a tough place to play. Probably you need to score early and often to take the crowd out of it.
Yes, we've got to play very well. We've got to tackle, obviously, got to stop the run. Can't turn the ball over. Got to win the special teams thing and limit the big plays on what they do. Try to make them grind out drives and then take care of the football, play Rebel football.
Coach, you have not run my favorite play yet this year, where you get all guys line up all straight and all 11 guys line up in a straight line.
Yeah, we did that last week one time. It may not have looked as...
Okay, I was going to say, because it wasn't like all 11 at once. But then I love that because then if they don't know where everybody's going, then all of a sudden you all run up to the line. I love that play.
We'll try to put it in this week. Hey, thank you. Go Rebel.
Well, that was nice.
Well, if they put it in this week, they name that the Radio Rip play.
Yeah,
like they put that in and they score a touchdown and point it to the press box.
I have never seen that before, Boyle County. All 11 players are one right behind the other. And they stand there, and the defense is like, what do we do? And then last minute, everybody breaks out and goes either left or right, and they run up to the line. You don't have much time to go and figure out who's going to cover who.
Already hard enough to stop Boyle County's offense, knowing who you're going to cover. Right? Then they come out and do something like that. You have no idea who you're supposed to cover.
No. And like I said, they're all standing there. Nobody's moving an inch. They're just standing there. Everybody's lined up. And then they run to the line. That's just that's the coolest play I've seen.
DQ in Harrisburg is the home to the Pigskin Report Mondays through football season from 6 o'clock until 7. And they got all kinds of great deals like the country ham sandwich, which is what Rick had
that was
tonight
good.
for dinner. You also have the 2-piece country ham meal, mayonnaise, or I guess it comes with 2 pieces of country ham, I should say, mayonnaise, lettuce, and tomatoes on a bun or Texas toast. That's served all day long. So people want country ham for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
You know, I didn't think about the Texas toast. I may try that next time.
There you go. Yeah, get on Texas toast. Have the BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise on a bun or Texas toast. That's also served all day long. And the grilled cheese sandwich is served all day long as well. So if you want to come in here and get a grilled cheese sandwich at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can do that. Again, 75% off the confetti-only dipped cones. That's just the confetti. They have 70% off peach cobbler blizzards any size when they get them back in stock. They are out right now because the whole town bought them up. 75% off the Under the Rainbow shakes any size. And again, we found out that's vanilla ice cream, the strawberry sundae puree syrup, strawberry kiwi syrup, and mixed all together with some sprinkles in it. They also have the new blizzards this month, the pecan mudslide caramel, the hot fudge pecan as well, frozen hot chocolate. They've got regular hot chocolate. They've got white mocha shakes. I feel like they offer more here than like the standard Dairy Queen, the typical
Barbara
Dairy Queen.
has learned well from Larry. When Larry owned it, he was very aggressive. Barbara Montgomery's the same way. She's very aggressive, keeps adding stuff each month. And give people more variety than you're going to find at a lot of other restaurants.
That's DQ in Harrisburg. Check them out. We're here Monday nights from 6 o'clock until 7.
That's right.
For the Pigskin Report. The schedule of games for today. None today. Well, the Jets and Bills play today, but that's not.
JV's playing tonight.
Who? Oh, the JV.
JVs,
and the Guardians are playing tonight.
Guardians are playing tonight. That's right.
Guardians.
Go Guardians.
Yankees. But for Friday night schedule, looks like this. Boyle County is at Lincoln County. We'll have that coverage with the Big Daddy Steve Burcham and Radio Rick. Pregame at 7 o'clock or so, right after 7 o'clock. The kickoff is at 7:30 on Z105. Somerset is at Danville.
Return of Clay Clevenger to Danville.
Same time frame, about 7:05 is the pregame, 7:30 kickoff on 103.9 FM WHIR. Casey County and Mercer County. Coverage begins after 7 o'clock. Kickoff at 7:30 on 99.5 FM WHBN. Marion County is at Garrett County. Coverage begins after 7 o'clock and kickoff at 7:30. HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105 after the Bull County game. And then Collins is at Anderson County this Friday. 7:30 kickoff for that one. That's a district game for both of those teams. Saturday, 2 games to keep an eye on. Hendricks is at Center College. 1 o'clock kickoff for that one. They're at Center. And Kentucky has to go to the Swamp on Saturday, which they have historically, with Stoops as head coach, played well against Florida.
Yeah.
Went down there and won a couple years ago. And beat
broke
them.
that string.
Yeah, broke that streak. I was like 4 years ago, right? Then won there 2 years ago again. So they played well in the Swamp recently. Coverage gets underway at 5:30. Kickoff is at 7:30 on Z105. 7:45.
Kickoff.
Sorry, yeah.
It's an
7:45.
odd time. I'm sure it's accommodated another ball game before them.
Yeah,
it's an odd time like that.
That's on Z105, and of course all games streamed live at HometownLive.net.
And don't forget, keep it right here, because coming up, as soon as we sign off, the FFA radio auction will be heard on WHBN 99.5. Get your dialing fingers ready to bid. Help these young men and women out with the FFA and get you some great bargains. But that's it. That's the music. That means we are done. I want to thank Robert Wagner back at the station, Super Dave, for coming out here, Rebecca and Rayleigh and Jack and Joe Mathis. Yours truly here. Get out and enjoy your favorite team. Be a good sports fans. It's been a live sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network. See you out here at Harrisburg DQ again next Monday night from 6 till 7. All right, Robert, get us out of here.
This has been the DQ Pigskin Report, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, CC Auto Parts and Service, Whitaker Bank, Essity, DQ. Join us every Monday evening at 6 during the football season for the Pigskin Report on the Hometown Radio Network and HometownLive.net.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now, the news.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Brian Shook. Hurricanes Milton and Helene are long gone, but they're leaving a trail of death and devastation. In western North Carolina, Asheville restaurant owner Brian King is exasperated.
I mean, you look around, the cleanup is going to take months, if not years.
Crews in the area are still working to restore power to some areas hit by Helene after the storm initially left over 1 million customers in the dark. There's just over 3 weeks until Election Day as the candidates hit the campaign trail. Former President Trump is holding a town hall outside of Philadelphia today, while Vice President Harris will also be in Pennsylvania holding a rally in Erie. Harris's running mate Tim Walz will begin a bus tour with Democratic governors in Wisconsin. Vice President Harris will sit for an exclusive interview with Fox News. The network announced today anchor Brett Baer will interview the presidential candidate. It'll air Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern from Pennsylvania, a key battleground state this November. National polls have shown a very tight race, but
Okay, I got this out of backup mode. Hang on a minute.
But like, have your hand up so they can take that like away from you, so that because they'll just set them around us.
Okay, what about this one?
So that we actually can see them describe.
All right. I've got to figure out the other three. And I'm going to call Rick and tell him to bring me a mic, okay? Hang on just a moment. Check the other ones out. Okay, what about this one? Okay. Okay, what about this one? Okay. All right, I've just got this one. Okay, let me call Rick and tell him bring me a headset out, okay? You all ready to go? Okay, they're ready. And I'll just take this one mic apart and we'll get another one here, okay?